News alert tonight. It took a jury only 15 minutes to decide if a boater's death at the lake in May was an accident.
Brandon Ellingson drowned after the highway patrol pulled over the 20-year-old and arrested him for drunk boating. During the stop, Ellingson fell in the water while wearing handcuffs and slipped out of his life vest.
Today, the Morgan County coroner called the inquest to help him determine what exactly happened in the boat. Jurors were tasked with the question, could Trooper Anthony Pierce be held responsible for the death? ABC 17's Heather Horgan sat through the inquest today. And Heather, what does today's ruling mean exactly?
Well, Daniel, Morgan County Coroner M.B. Jones tells me he is going to be taking the jury's recommendation. And in fact, he does agree. In his opinion, he does agree with what the jurors decided. This will now go in the official death report. Now, everything started this morning here at 9. The jurors heard from 6 people. First came the autopsy showing Ellingson had cocaine and alcohol in his system. An interview with one of Ellingson's 7 friends on the boat was played today. Lewis explained seeing the officer do an eye test, handcuff Ellingson, and then slip over his head an already buckled life vest. When Piercy took the stand today, he said he did handcuff Ellingson first and then buckled the life vest over him. It's important to note the life vest Piercy used on Ellingson is not the life vest recommended to transport those handcuffed in. He needed to use a type 1 or type 2 vest that actually wrapped around Ellingson's head. Piercy said never in his training was he told which life vest to use or what to do if someone went overboard. Now, as far as Piercy's account of what happened on the boat that day, he says Ellingson was cooperative the entire time and was sitting in the co-captain's seat where their shoulders were actually touching. This is where Brandon Ellingson was sitting. The officer was right here. The officer says Brandon stood up when they were going over a wave and then fell right off the side of the boat. Piercy did go into detail after about how he tried to save Ellingson with a pole first and then jumped in after, though he was not successful in deploying his own vest and holding Ellingson at the same time. When troopers pulled Ellingson's life vest out of the water, the middle strap was not buckled. It took a day to recover his body from the water. Now, like I said, the jury of 6 people did rule Ellingson's death to be accidental. Ellingson's father tells me he is incredibly disappointed with what happened today.
Well, I was really disappointed in the outcome. I thought that, just based on the pure fact that Piercy handcuffed him first, then slid the life jacket over the top of him, that they'd find that he was negligent, but obviously they didn't.
Now, after talking with Craig Ellingson, he tells me he is shocked at how little training Piercy had to go through. This was his second season, summer season, patrolling on the water at the Lake of the Ozarks. He usually patrols the roads. Now, again, Piercy said that he was never in his training ever taught how to handcuff and life vest someone and what to do if someone fell in the water. Reporting live in Morgan County, Heather Horgan, ABC 17 News.
Thanks, Lindsay. Experts testified that had Trooper Piercy known about the specific straps, the vest he was using, it could have saved Ellingson's life.